going to sail on a not so sunny day, but I hope it's going to be amazing still. So let's go. This is the second sail weekend.
Sailing Windrose.
So last week's episode was all about cleaning up plastic, repurposing stuff, fixing stuff, and keeping it simple. This episode is about sailing. So Sailing Windrose, another episode, and this time about practicing what we actually want to do for a longer period of time, and that is sailing. Now, I am very enthusiastic about it, but it is actually nice in this episode to see how the family feels about my sailing adventure. We're zigzagging along and not making a lot of progress in that sense, but we are making progress. Doing 3.6 through the water with 5.56 knots of speed, wind, sorry. So not that fast, but yeah, getting there. And for a change, Sasha is actually able to read a book. Auschwitz. So it's, as we say in Dutch, lichte kost. A lot of Auschwitz books we have, and she reads. I prefer Python, but well, everybody has their interest, I guess. So how's reading on the boat? Yeah, last time you were complaining that it wasn't good, but this time
Also complaining because there's a bit.
life is one big complaint, I guess. It's when you are very enthusiastic about sailing and the family is a bit less, but well, I think you like it? Would you say you'd like it?
Like what?
Like what we're doing now?
It's okay.
Okay. So that might not have been the most enthusiastic reaction, but what always helps is a little bit of good and uplifting news. Let me focus on the boat speed because we want to go to Marken, but Marken is quite far away still. But the sun is peeking through, so if the sun picks up and there is a bit more wind, we might make it before 9. Well, that would be good. I don't know if that's a joke. Depends on if we put the diesel engine on. That always helps. A bit of good news. Well, fortunately, this time Sasha was able to read a book, and I could devote myself to optimizing the boat speed. It looks very warm, but it's not that warm, huh? Sun is shining, but not a very powerful sun yet. But at least we can see the part from Marco here, all the way down there. But as it always goes in life, it's a bit of a compromise. So yeah, at a certain point in time, you need to make decisions against what is prescribed by the doctor. We are now on engine because we wanted to be there at a certain time, something before 8ish, and that would be likely more than 3 hours, 4 hours sailing, and yeah, this speeds it up a bit, and it's actually good for the engine as well to run a bit. So yeah. As Kate would say, beautiful! But as with everything, all good comes to an end. So at a certain point of time, we are actually in the final approach. So we are on our way to Marken. Marken is right over there, and it is said you don't need to make a reservation, but that always makes me a bit so New Harbor, always well, exciting is a big word, but always good to see how it is. So checked it out on Google and on Navionics, so curious to see. Basically boxes and just kade, I don't know how you say that, where we can lay ourselves, or double. I don't know if that's called double in English, but well, oh, let's see, that's close. She did see it, I didn't see it, maar we kunnen gewoon dit doen, hè?
Dat weet ik.
Okay, she knows. So this is the ferry between Volendam and Marken, and this is the boat that is named Jan Smit, who is a famous artist in the Netherlands. Cruises of Volendam and Marken, so quite funny indeed. What a marvelous location we end up. And now we're going to explore Marken. Marken is basically a fishing village from laying in the former Zuiderzee. I explained that in the previous video about the Markenmeer. So if you want to know what the Zuiderzee is, then check that one. It is basically a peninsula. It's really rather disconnected, and nowadays they have a dike or a dam that connects them to the main land, and that is actually called Waterland, waterland. And because of waterland, they have quite some bridges. And I noticed a funny detail is that they call their bridges after the royal family. So this one is the Juliana Brug. The houses, I would say, are characterized by the Zuiderzee. So they have colorful paints, and the ones in Marken are actually standing on poles. And that is for a reason, because Marken flooded more than once, especially when the Zuiderzee was still open to the North Sea. The tides actually brought in spring tides every now and then and flooded the country. So they have a vivid memory of that. 1916, I think, was one of the worst, and it was actually also a reason to do the Deltawerken in the Netherlands, where they closed off, for instance, the IJsselmeer and the Markenmeer by the Afsluitdijk, as you can see in the other video on the Markerwadden as well. Besides that, I would say it's just a picturesque town with a great vibe. Steph is doing the groceries at the Dane. And we're waiting because we forgot our mouth cap. There you go. The world famous ferry. Look. The Jan Smit. Nou ja. It says stoomklompenmakerij. It's actually wooden shoes. One of those. I used to walk on those a lot. And here they make them. Look, there you have a whole pillar of wooden shoes. That's what we use in the Netherlands, wooden shoes. Not always, but like sometimes.
Maar we gaan weer terug, want ja, Stef moet werken. Misschien wel.
Je moet werken zondag. Welke voice?
Ja, gewoon.
Oh, de voice kids. Oh ja.
Iets, voice kids, ja. Niks. Nee hoor, ik niks lekker met poesje op schoot hier binnen. Je ziet het ook mooi weer was het vandaag. En,
Ja, ik zie het.
Jawel, maar het was een beetje koude door de wind hadden we staan.
Ja.
Dus dan is het een klein beetje. Dus,
So after a not so eventful sail, which is actually good, we had a nice evening and night fell over Marken. Pancakes, yogurt with strawberries, and pancake with strawberries in the morning. So it was about time to head back to Amsterdam, but there was one more thing that I wanted to show to you. So here we have the KNRM, which is basically the Dutch association that helps you, Koninklijke Nederlandse Reddingsmaatschappij. And these guys come to the rescue if you have trouble. But they don't come to the rescue if you have trouble with your diesel engine. So at least if you have contaminated fuel. There's not a lot of wind here, by the way. There is a truck making a lot of noise, but yeah, we'll be sailing there quite soon, I think. Going back to Amsterdam again. It was a nice trip in Marken. Did we all like it?
Ja, very much.
We very much liked it, you too? So I think that's good. And good news! There is the ferry, the world famous ferry again. Let's see if it is the Jan Smit, or maybe it is the... Who else could it be? The 3 A's? Piet Keizer? BZN? Yes, it's the Jan Smit, and we just realized maybe they only have one boat.
Nou, waar is die goed? Komt er iets aan? Nee. Oké.
Dat is een goede vraag. The question is, the million dollar question.
Ga maar even door. Er is helemaal geen wind.
There is no wind. So we're not going
Ruim
to
water hebben, anders zit ik in die vaarwiel te
the
klooien.
sails. Right.
You might actually wonder, like, why are we sailing more than that we are working on the boat? Because it might seem like we are very experienced, but in a way we aren't. We first want to explore how we feel on the sailboat, like what we feel, how it goes, what's good, what's not good. So that's also why we bought a boat that is a bit more finished, so to say, or is like done, and make small adjustments to it, instead of buy a boat where you have to do a lot of work. Yeah, we're liking it. It's like you already started the trip, right? A place like Marken I'd never been. It's really weird, like that you never visit those places. Actually been there once, by the way, but it's really weird that you don't visit those places if you have a weekend. It's not that you say, let's go to Marken, right? So a good friend of us, Doris and Cindy, actually, they do. So they have a book and they just visit all these fun places and camp, which I think is a great idea. We do the same thing, but we just camp in the middle of the city center, which is the great thing about a boat. You can just, in 9 out of 10 times, especially in the Netherlands, put it like right in the city center, which is fun to watch if you're, sitting and drinking a beer on the terrace. Which is fun to watch if you're sitting and drinking a beer from the boat and watching the terrace. So it's a mutual benefit. It's a nice place, and it's better than the Marina Volendam in that sense. Not because of the facilities, because Marina Volendam really rocks it, but because of the atmosphere. Nice little city, nice little jam. I'm gonna remember this. Really good. So back was the sailing part. Everybody was super enthusiastic. We had been dieseling for quite a bit and the wind picked up a little bit. So I was very anxious to set sail. And so was the rest of the family.
Het is koud. Het is mistig. Geen wind. En we gaan 6 uur op een boot zitten. Wat? Leuk hè? Wauw. Zo mooi weer. Toch? Het is echt mooi weer toch? Heb je er ook heel veel zin in?
Joppie toppie.
Je hebt er ook zo veel zin in. Ja. Kijk uit hoe je wafel.
Ja,
Nou.
dus diesel maar uit. Zet hem vrij. En doe maar uit.
Oh, wat erg dit.
Knopje. Ja. In the end, he remains to be an instructor.
Dan vaar je halve wind.
Heel goed.
En dan moet je zeil een beetje buiten de boot.
Heel goed, die is goed. Vervolgens we aan de wind. Dus dan zou we aan de wind staan. Deze.
Oh ja, dan staat hij zo.
Met de punt van mijn boot, buiten de boot of binnen de boot?
Binnen de boot.
Net binnen de boot, zo. Bijna helemaal strak.
Ja.
En bij voor de wind?
Dan staat hij. De wind van
A new
staat hij
waves
heel
are coming.
wijd open.
Helemaal open.
And even better, not only did he explain Sasha how to do it, he also has a question for you guys. So leave a comment in the comments.
So we have a question.
What did we make? We made a
Must verb.
in English.
A must word.
Must verb. Weet ik veel.
Okay.
What's the must in the English?
Mast.
A mast nut.
Must throw.
throw.
Right.
Nut.
It's not the right word, I'll look it up. What's the question?
The question is,
You can do this one in 2 ways.
yeah, you can make it with a lus or without one. The question is, which one is stronger? The one without a lus or the one with a lus?
Is it lus or a loop?
Loop, lus,
Lus,
I don't
whatever.
care. So, you can make it very easy los, yes? And if you don't, you have not very makkelijk los te maken, because yes. Top.
Nou, niet dat ik het doe.
So the question is,
Je moet het even opnieuw doen, want ik kan het niet.
which one is stronger? I will share the answer in next episode of Sailing Windrose. And for now, it was straight back to business. The business of sailing.
Dat hoor ik.
Je hoort geen wind. Because there is no wind. We're just
Die gaat er niet vooruit.
laying stationary here. Not moving along. think we need to put the engine on as well because not a lot of wind here today, I guess.
Yes.
This is how it feels to have a wind pilot. Looking forward to it. Can actually read a book for a change. It looks like there's wind coming. There's actually not a lot of wind, as you can see in the water. So make my time useful by cleaning the deck. That looks all nice again. And the interesting thing is that Sasha tends to ask like, oh, you're not that active at home. Which I agree upon, but then she's not as active on the boat. So I think we compensate quite nicely. Leave a comment down below if you would agree with me or not. And as we are predominantly men, I think we agree. Gaat goed? And somebody brought popcorn.
Ja, voor mij.
Good. For mij? Mij? Nemo? Where's the popcorn going? Oh.
Wat ga je maken?
Ik ga een stroopwafel pakken voor je vader.
We have the proven recipe again. Ginger tea with a cup from Lowestoft. The writing is gone, but the cup's still there. And a stroopwafel. Lekker.
Ik heb hem nu al op. Leuk zo.
Proud of you. Because what did you do?
Oh yeah. Well, first I lost a fender, and second I rescued the fender.
And yes, we should have filmed that, but
Yeah, it was a kind of a man overboard maneuver.
fender overboard. But she
Fender overboard. But I heroically
saved it.
Anyway.
Very good. That was it. If you're curious what nut is strongest, be sure to subscribe so you can actually get an update on the next video that we publish. And YouTube actually knows that you like this stuff. You could also leave a like, that we would like. And for now, yeah, I'm still young. I'm still working towards a trip for an extended period of time, hopefully with my family. But as you might have noticed, there might be some upcoming events that could potentially have some impact. You want to know how we continue? Follow us and I will keep you posted. Thank you for watching. Have a great day or evening or morning, and until we meet again. Cheers, boys and girls.
Sailing Windrose.
Cleaning up when coming home. No, I was just telling that you cleaned the boat. I did the outside, you did the inside.
Well, everything smells very nice.
Thank you so much.
And I am very warm.
Yeah, it is very warm already here. And I'm actually not that productive reading a book. But then again, a good book.